Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Wesley here. Today we would like to look at the difference of two squares. So in the difference of two squares, this is when we have two brackets. In each bracket we have two variables, each with different signs. So we have x minus y and x plus y. Now to do the difference of two squares, like we did last time, we looked at the FOIL method. The FOIL method says that we have to multiply the x in this bracket to every item that is on the other bracket. So actually, when we do that, we are going to have x times x, which is going to give us x squared. The same x is going to multiply the other variable in the other bracket, which is going to be x times y, but with a negative this time. So this gives us a negative xy. So we are done with this x multiplying each item in this second bracket. Now we move on to look at the y. So what happens now is y is going to multiply this x, and later on is going to multiply the y. So when we first multiply y times x, we are going to get yx. But mathematically, we do not say yx, we say xy. So this yx is going to be plus xy. And then, after having done that, we further multiply the y, and this is going to give us a negative y squared. So now bring this down to x squared. When we look here, we actually have a negative xy and a positive xy. So we can have a look at it in this way, as in negative 2 with a plus 2. This is just a random example where I'm saying minus 2 plus 2 is actually 0, because these will cancel out. Imagine if I can rearrange, starting with this 2 here and minus 2. I'm just rearranging, swapping their places. So it now becomes 2 minus 2, and we know that 2 minus 2 is 0. So actually we're basically saying that a minus 2 and a plus 2, they cancel out, much in the same way as these ones here are also going to cancel out. So when they cancel out, we are now going to remain with x squared minus y squared. So this is the difference of two squares. It basically means that the first term plus second term, when we multiply with the first term here minus second term, we actually square this first term, we squared, and then minus the second term squared. Now let's have a look at an example with regards to this one. Example, let's call this one example 1. In example 1, let's say we have x minus 7 and x plus 7. Difference of two squares. So initially what I'm going to have to do here is to use the shortcut method. Like I said, if this is a difference of two squares, what I'm going to do is, it means the first term has to be squared. So I'm going to, the first term is x, it's squared. And then I must put a negative here. And the second term in this case is 7. It also has to be squared. And when I square that, our final answer is going to be x squared minus 49. So this is a example number 1. Now, as we continue, let's continue with our example number 2 on difference of two squares. Let's have an example. Let's say we have x plus 3 and x minus 3, and they say expand and simplify. Expand and simplify. So this is a difference of two squares. How do we see that this is a difference of two squares? It's actually, we have got the same variables in one bracket, which are the same as in the other bracket, except that the operations here, we have a plus and we have a negative, which are different. That entails we are talking about the difference of two squares. So how do we simplify this one? We have x plus 3, x minus 3. Now, we know that when we have a difference of two squares, the shortcut method is just to take this x squared and the 3 squared. Boom, we have x squared minus 9. So we have to put a negative because we're talking of the difference of two squares. So let's go. X squared 3 squared, and the sign that we put in between here is a negative, so we have x squared minus 9. That is it. Thank you for your attention. Stay tuned for some other content to come. Don't forget to support our channel, follow and subscribe. If you have got anything that you need to ask, see you in the comment section below. Ciao.